Caught in a pincer movement, Islamic State militants in Al-Bab. These Turkish-backed rebels have besieged them from the north. To the south, Syrian troops and their allies cutting off a main IS supply route on Monday. That isolates the jihadists from their eastern territories, Deir ez-Zor and Raqqa, just as they're also losing ground in Iraq. President Bashar al-Assad's army is on a roll, backed by Russian air power. Last week, it retook the springs and villages of Wadi Barada, the capital Damascus's water source, after a fierce battle with rebels. Residents, as always, left to pick up the pieces. This ghost town once a bustling resort full of lively restaurants.
It was heaven on earth. People depended on these cafes, resorts and restaurants for their income. There is no other way for them to make a living.
A ceasefire between government forces and rebels holds, if shakily. How to shore that deal up is on the table at talks in Astana, Kazakhstan on Monday. Syria's army and rebels each accuse the other of breaches.
Turkish police have detained some 400 suspected members of Islamic State in anti-terror raids, state media said Sunday. At least 60 suspects were detained in the capital Ankara, while 150 were arrested in Sanliurfa province near the Syrian border. Those detained were mainly foreign nationals, an Anadolu news agency said. Ankara says at least 780 people, including 350 foreigners, remain in detention for suspected links to the jihadist group. Turkey launched a military incursion into Syria last August in support of Syrian rebels to try to push Islamic State away from the border area. They have frequently carried out raids on suspected jihadist safe houses in Istanbul and other cities. The Turkish government has stepped up efforts to tackle the militants after the group was blamed for a nightclub attack in Istanbul on New Year's Eve. 39 people, mainly foreigners, were killed in the attack.
Russia, Turkey and Iran, power brokers in Syria's war, meeting with the United Nations to discuss securing humanitarian access and preventing provocations. Their influence on the rise as Washington's wanes.